Hi and welcome to Content and Coffee, where we talk about the latest buzz in content and drink coffee with creatives. And today I have with me Geoff from Silvertip Films.
Hello.
Hi Geoff.
How are you?
Very good, thank
Good.
you. It's great to have you on this side of the camera for once.
Is it?
Yes, it is. It is. Are you feeling comfortable?
No.
No. No, this is called payback.
Yes.
Excellent. So I've worked with Geoff a couple of times now. He's done some filming for BigBee content. Wonderful filming.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. And now you're part of the Content Hive.
Yeah. Which is great.
It's very great, and I'm super excited to have you on board as our kind of resident filmmaker. And you've been a really busy man recently.
Yeah, I suppose, there's been quite a bit going on.
Yeah, so Geoff runs the Horsham Film Festival for his sins, and it's just finished. So how was it?
Yeah, finished last week. Yeah, it went really well. It was our fourth year and our biggest year yet, I think. We had 4 nights of screening the short films that were shortlisted at the Everyman in Horsham, and then we rounded it off with the awards night on the Friday night. So we had good attendance across the week. The festival itself had its highest number of entries ever, which was really good. Had great attendance at the awards night. A lot of the winners were there to come and get their awards on as well, come up on stage and get them. So yeah, it's been really good. It went really well. Well, you came one night, didn't you?
Yeah, I came on the Wednesday. It was amazing, to be honest, because I saw the animations and documentaries, and every one was so different and fascinating. I think the animation that won was fantastic, wasn't it? Candlelight.
Yeah, it was about 2 little candles, wasn't it?
It was very cute.
The quality of it was unbelievable. Proper kind of Pixar Disney standards.
Yeah.
And we when we started the festival, we were just interested in good stories. We didn't really care whether it was filmed on a really high-end camera or a mobile. We just wanted good stories, great ideas that were well told and well executed, and we've tried to keep that kind of ethos behind it. Hence some of the films are really professionally done and others aren't, but it's a good story, and that's what is the most important thing.
Absolutely, and that's what I saw as well. Like some of the, there was some stop animation pieces that were just so brilliantly, and almost like the crudeness of it can be what makes it, can't
exactly.
it?
Yeah, well, something like a stop motion piece is done by hand, and for the animations, I wanted it to be able to be some hand drawn stuff, some stop motion, some CGI. I'm interested in all of it, so wanted it to not just be for kind of computer generated stuff. And
how cool to have it at the Everyman as well. Wow.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
And it looked amazing.
Yeah, well, it always looks great there anyway, but we added some balloons and some extra lights and stuff like that, so it was fantastic, perfect home for us, really.
Have you got any plans for next year?
Yeah, we'd like to run again next year, and early talks have been promising, so yeah, hopefully. But how we top this year, I don't know yet, so we'll see.
Watch this space. Awesome. And so you've been working in filmmaking for how long, Geoff?
17 years.
17 long, glorious years, I'm sure. What have been some of your highlights?
Well, all of it really. Seeing the work that I've made with my team on TV or on a cinema screen sometimes, going abroad to film stuff, did a music video in Singapore once, went to various like toy trade fairs to film stuff as well, done things all over the country, filmed the odd name like Ringo Starr and stuff like that.
Oh, just a little name.
You.
Thanks.
But all of it really, I get to do something I love for my job, and times have been tough last couple of years, and recession some years ago as well, and doing a creative job, it's not always the easiest of things, so to still be going after all this time and to be doing just that, not with another job backing it up, is I couldn't ask for anything better, so I feel very, very lucky to be doing that.
Yeah, and enough can't be said about how amazing it is to have gotten over that period of time where we were all locked down.
To have made it through, and didn't grow necessarily as a business, but at least I still have a business at the end of it, and that really is the best you can ask for, I think, particularly when everyone else has been affected by the things going on, and sometimes what is effectively marketing it falls to the bottom of the list for people, and we suffer from that. So
you're very good at marketing. You're very good at marketing yourself on LinkedIn in particular.
Well, I
Quite
try.
prolific.
Yeah, I'm not sure how successful it is, but I try to kind of keep at it. I think if you don't, like with a lot of things, I guess, if you don't try it, you will never know what will come from it. And if you're not consistent with it, even if it's only 3 times a week, then nothing's going to happen anyway. So you just got to keep going with it. And that's how we met, wasn't it?
We were discussing how we met, and we were like, surely it wasn't on LinkedIn, but it actually
I
was.
think it was. Yeah, I think we messaged, saw each other's stuff. Going around. So some good does come out of it.
Some good, and it's been only a year as well. But it feels like we've known each other for a lot longer. Kind of a good way. So, what was it that got you into film in the first place?
Well, the truth is, well, you know this, when I was like 11, I saw Terminator 2, and I thought, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my short life.
The reason I know that is because Terminator 2 is my favourite film ever.
And I wanted to find out more about, initially Arnie, but then, James Cameron. I thought, well, people make these things, and then just kind of went from there, just discovering about filmmaking. And then we used to go on family holidays to America, and one year my mum was doing the filming, and we got it all back home. We had lots of footage of feet, because she, turned it off, put it down, turned it on, and, turn it off, turn it on. So next time we went, I was like, I'll do it. And then, so enjoyed that, and then at, school got to go and do a little bit of film, and then college. And when I went to college, I did media studies, because people said it was a bit of a DOS, and I thought, well, I get to watch films, that sounds fun. But my tutor was really inspiring, and then that kind of was what really kicked it all off for me, to actually go out there and start making stuff. And then did uni, and then I'd wanted to get into TV or film, but started getting asked to do stuff by myself for people. So I thought, well, let's try this and see how that goes. And that was, 17 years ago. So
that's amazing. Yeah. But film isn't your only passion.
No.
You've got many.
Well, yeah, I do have a few, yeah.
But Doctor Who.
Yeah, I do love Doctor Who, yep. And
tell us about your Doctor Who, can I say obsession?
Yeah, you can, yeah. So I run a podcast with my friend Paul, which started as a lockdown thing. We looked at all the Marvel films, because he hadn't really seen any of them, and I'd seen them all. So we said, well, why don't we rewatch them from the 2 different points of view. So that kept us busy for a couple of months, and then when that kind of ran its course, we were like, well, we like Doctor Who, why don't we, just move it into doing that? And it's been great, talking about new episodes, talking with other fans, but we've been very lucky talking to people from the show, actors and crew as well, and trying to make the podcast interesting for people who are not just fans of Doctor Who. So, the actors, how did they get started, and what tips and advice have they got, and the same with the cast, and, costume designers, directors and stuff like that. So it's gone incredibly well. It's been really good.
Yeah, amazing. And one of your favourite films is just coming out in the cinema very soon, isn't it?
Yeah, the new Avatar is coming out next week as we film. So been waiting 13 years. So can't wait. It'll cut, nearly time. Can't
and you
wait any
watched
longer.
the original 9 times in the cinema, is that what you
said?
said?
Yeah, that was over a very long period of time.
Have you been re-watching?
Well, I did go to see the re-release a couple of weeks ago when it came back out. It's it's your duty as a Cameron fan.
It's got to be done.
It has to be done. Yeah.
It's got to be done. Yeah. What do you love most about Avatar?
Just the world and the creativity in it. That all of that comes from one person's mind basically, and that it's a complete world, and everything within it could work. Could be real.
What do you find you get most of your inspiration from?
I like so many different things that there can be inspiration from anything, or working with someone, and you might start talking about something, and it kind of then bounces off to something else, and when kind of putting an idea together for something, I find it helpful to have a bit of a germ of an idea, or kind of a rough goal, and then you can start kind of developing that and firing off from there. So yeah, I get ideas from everywhere, really.
That's kind of how it felt for me when we had our first kick-off session for the Content Hive, right? When there was several of us in the room together and we were doing that workshopping and putting up sticky notes and doing all of that. It's just fascinating to hear what everyone else is coming out with, and that's something that you really get from a collaboration like that you don't get from individual freelancers, and you don't always get from having an in-house team either, because they're the same people doing the same things over and over again. Whereas if you've got like a hive where there's like 35 people, you've got your core people, but then you've got everyone else that can contribute to that.
Then people are throwing in different ideas, and you can put an idea out there, and then other people who are not necessarily so close to it can look at it and go, well, actually that doesn't make sense, or hey, maybe this line could be better, or whatever it might be. And I think I've become quite used to not necessarily having like really stringent guidelines on stuff, but often you know kind of what you've got to achieve for a video, so you work within those parameters. So when you have the opportunity to kind of go wild a little bit, that's quite nice. And then working with other creative people to kind of bounce ideas around is always good fun. I enjoy that.
Excellent. Well, I think we're going to be doing plenty of that going forward. So, Well, thanks so much, Geoff. It's been great speaking with you. And so we will be working together lots in the future.
Looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Great.
So that was Geoff from Silvertip Films. If you want to hear more from our Content Hive, please go to our YouTube channel or check out bigbeecontent.com.